Welcome to my latest case, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. To start, choose Junior or Senior Detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, click on Tutorial.
Hello, this is Chiak, and I am playing Nancy Drew, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. This is a game I haven't played, though it seems like I've tried to. It apparently had 6 minutes logged, so I think I tried to play it before, and I'm pretty sure his fraps wouldn't go for it. Of course we're going to go with Senior Detective. This is the 13th game in the Nancy Drew adventure game series, and I believe, if I'm remembering correctly, it came out in 2005. So it's been a while. So I guess a lot of the mechanics aren't going to look as fresh, though I do see she does have a cell phone. So.
Dear Hannah, here I am at the railroad station along with a handful of other detectives about to board a train bound for who knows where. The only person who knows where we're going is Lori Gerard. That's the young woman who invited everyone. Actually, she didn't really invite me. She invited Frank and Joe Hardy, and they invited me. And I've always wanted to join forces with the Hardy boys. I just hope this doesn't turn out to be another one of Lori's silly attempts to grab publicity. Some people can be a little too rich and a little too famous for their own good. Wish me luck. Love, Nancy.
Well, people, now that our little orientation tour is over, let's get started. Okay, I, again, am Lori Gerard, and the first thing I want to do is thank you all for coming. John Gray, I am so thrilled that you're taking time out from that TV show of yours to do some ghost hunting here with us. I mean, Ghost Chasers is like the best cable show ever. And Charlena Purcell, I cannot tell you how much I adore those romance novels you write. Your characters just seem so real. And all that stuff you know about the Old West, you are just awesome. And Tino Balducci, only the most famous police detective in the country. And then there's Frank and Joe Hardy. They're amateur detectives. My dad and their dad are old friends. And you must be the other amateur detective, their friend? Natalie?
Nancy Drew?
Whatever. All right, I'll bet you're wondering where we're going. Well, we're going to Copper Gorge, Colorado. Why? To solve the mystery of what happened to Jake Hurley, the man who originally owned this train. Because, see, one day in 1903, this train was found in a place called Blue Moon Canyon, which was out in the middle of the Nevada desert. Only the engineer was on board, and he was dead. As for Jake Hurley, he had disappeared from the face of the earth. Oh, and 2 more things. Before he disappeared, Jake was rumored to have found the richest gold mine in the world. And the train he owned, this train, his wife Camille died on it while they were going to the gold fields. It was rumored to be haunted.
She's gone.
Oh my gosh.
What in the world?
Hey, what's going on?
People should never go tampering with things they don't understand.
Oh, brother.
It's okay. Everybody just stay calm. No need to panic. I'll get to the bottom of this.
Well, Nancy, you're up on all that social etiquette stuff. What are you supposed to do when your hostess vanishes into thin air?
If I don't seem concerned, it's because I'm not. Lori Gerard is a young woman whose only goal in life is to be famous. She craves attention and habitually uses her father's considerable wealth to get it.
How well do you know her?
I don't really know her, I just know of her. The only reason I accepted her invitation was because I've come across the name Jake Hurley several times in my research, and this seemed like a good opportunity to learn more about him. What was your name again?
Nancy Drew. You and I have actually met. Sort of. I called you not too long ago when I was at Shadow Ranch. You gave me some information about Dirk Valentine.
Ah, Nancy Drew.
You remember me?
No.
I thought so.
What else do you know about Jake Hurley?
Psst, Nancy. Come here.
Excuse me for a second.
Okay. What's this glowing? And oh look, we have a pencil. So I'm gonna say right now that yes, I am aware that the edges, at least for me, are cut off. I tried to figure out how to fix it, but it just didn't happen. Either way, one of the Hardy Boys is calling on us.
Hey, Nance.
Where have you two been?
I followed Tino Balducci.
And I went after John Gray. He went straight to the room in the car that used to be Camille's and didn't come out again. I could hear all these weird noises coming from inside.
Did you talk to him?
I was just about to go in, but the next thing I know, Joe's got my arm in a vice grip and is dragging me back here, babbling about how Balducci's our guy.
He found something on the floor right where Laurie was standing when the train went dark. I saw him pick it up and put it in his pocket. Then he left.
Did you ask him about it?
When I tried to talk to him, he just kind of brushed me aside and said something snotty like, "I'm on the job here, Junior, so just go back to the playground and stay out of the way." In case you two hadn't noticed, we're not getting a lot of respect around here. Can't we at least tell Balducci that we do stuff for ATAC?
You know the rules.
ATAC?
American Teens Against Crime. We do a lot of undercover work for them.
Wonder Cop's probably never even been undercover.
Joe, let it go. What'd Charlena have to say?
She thinks Laurie is faking this whole disappearance thing.
She's not the only one.
How can you say that? You heard Laurie scream.
Anybody can scream, Joe. Especially girls whose fathers have given them acting lessons along with everything else they've ever wanted.
What about you, Nancy? What do you think?
Oh, interesting. So we have... Okay. I don't imagine this will be very important. Okay, so this is... The one on the left is Joe. The one on the right is Frank.
I kind of agree with you.
You've got to be kidding.
Do you think maybe one of Laurie's other guests is in on her disappearance?
It's certainly possible.
From the way she talked, it didn't sound like she knew any of them.
Maybe that's what she wanted us to think.
Or maybe that's what one of them wanted her to think.
Well, whether Laurie disappeared by force or by choice, what we've got to do now is find her.
Absolutely.
Has anyone talked to the engineer?
Not that I know of.
Then I'm going to head up front and tell him what's happened. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Good idea. In the meantime, we'll take another look around in here.
Great. Catch you later.
Now, something I think I might do differently is instead of doing the 20-minute sets, I could probably, just because I imagine this game won't take long in terms of rendering all that, go for 40 minutes. So it'd be like 3 sets, 1 set for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, but 40 minutes long. Hopefully around 40 minutes long. Welcome to River Heights Wireless. I'm assuming she got the... Okay, we can't really do anything else. You may use this phone to call someone or take a picture. To call someone, either dial the number yourself, but click the number on the keypad, or click on the directory button. Click on name, then click on dial. Okay, makes sense. Oh. Take a picture, click on the camera button, use the lines to frame. Okay. So hold on, let's camera directory. There we go. There's this weird number. I don't know if it's going to show up in the video, but there's a weird number at the top here, and it's bugging me. Charlena Purcell is convinced that Laurie faked this whole disappearance thing and isn't the least bit worried about her. I'd be more inclined to trust Charlena's judgment if I weren't a little irritated by the fact that she didn't remember me from Shadow Ranch. Less than half an hour after the train left the station, Laurie Gerard disappeared right in front of our... Laurie Gerard disappeared right in front of our eyes. It could be a hoax, but the only way to know for sure is to start talking to people and find out who knows what. Especially Tino Balducci, who, according to Joe Hardy, may have found a clue. Dad got a brand new, simple-to-use camera phone. The only hard part is remembering to take pictures with it. The train we're on is going to Copper Gorge, Colorado, the place where Jake's wife, Camille, was buried. At least that's what we were told. No telling where this train will really end up. Okay. So let's get the lay of the land here. This is the kitchen area.
A square and a duck. It looks like this thing opens up, but how?
Okay, so unfortunately it looks like sometimes the dialogue is going to be, the subtitles for the dialogue is going to be cut off, which is...
Looks like some sort of steam valve.
not open unless all pipes are connected. Okay.
This door goes outside. Opening it now would not be a good idea.
Okay. Hopefully I got all the settings for the volumes right. Okay, so that's one end. This is the dining cart. Flippy fins. Freshly canned salmon. Fresh from a hand from the deep. J.R. Rugby and Sons. That's it. That's all that's there. I'm like literally trying to get my bearings.
Sadie Crawford.
Those are... And that's where Nancy was sitting.
It looks like there's something behind this painting, but I can't seem to move it.
Interesting. Anything else? Okay, just the Hardy Boys there. Alright, let's continue moving on, exploring the rest of the train here. Whoa. I wasn't expecting to do that. Okay. Oh, what a lovely image to... That didn't look creepy at all. Okay. Okay, so this is where...
Is this Jake and his wife?
Yes. From what I've read, Camille loved to sing and dance, even in death, apparently. Jake reportedly told people that after she died, he would sometimes see strange glowing lights outside the windows at night, bobbing gracefully alongside the train as if dancing with it. He said he found the sight very comforting. I suspect normal people would have found it terrifying.
Okay. Steve, can we say...
What are you working on?
I'm writing my next book. I'm on a deadline, so until I write those two most wonderful of all three-letter words, the end, everywhere I go, my laptop goes, and every chance I get, I write.
What else do you know about Jake Hurley? You know, the man who originally owned this train?
Wealthy, imaginative, adventurous, stubborn, egocentric, and most importantly, he was smitten at the age of 35 by a young French woman named Camille Voulet, who died about a year after they were married.
Where was he from?
East Coast, Philadelphia, I think. His parents were British aristocrats. Sometime in the 1870s, he decided to seek his fortune out west, so he had this train custom built so that he, and some years later his wife, could traverse the mountains and plains in relative comfort.
So he went west and became a miner?
All anyone knows for sure is that years after Camille's death, he showed up in Denver with a pouch full of gold nuggets and semi-precious stones, which he used to purchase mining supplies. He refused to say how he'd come by them, which of course led to speculation that he had found a fantastically rich vein somewhere. Although to this day, its existence remains unsubstantiated, and its location quite unknown.
Why do you think Lori invited you on this trip?
No doubt because I'm such an authority on life in the Old West, and because I'm so good at using old information to unearth new information. My knack for research is, well, it's a gift.
Well, I'll let you go.
My publisher thanks you.
Okay. Alright, let's exit. Hello. Oh, we can...
Pretty. Looks like some kind of gemstone.
We can actually interact with it. Oh. Well, obviously we need to fit something on the other side. I say we go left. I'm not sure if it matters. Already. Right click to rotate. Okay. So we are trying to... assuming we're trying to just make the image above. Okay, let's at least get the corner pieces in the corner. Even though it might not be the corner that we need. Let's see, this goes down here. Nope. That doesn't look quite right. That does. No, wait, it doesn't. Okay, see, that makes more sense. Oops, okay, hold on. No? Okay, what did I get wrong? This is correct, for sure. Oh, this is not right, though. Something's still wrong. Oh, these aren't...
Left pickaxe and lamp with buhl for safekeeping. To open what's closed, lead is the key. Or is it lead is the key?
Left pickaxe and a lamp with buhl for safekeeping. To open what's closed. Okay, so that was our first little puzzle there.
This must have been the sleeping car.
Just seeing, canvassing to see if there's anything I can interact with. A Tale of Two Dolls. Ill-tempered Edna could not get her way. She couldn't get Alice to come out and play. "I can't, I'm too tired," is what Alice said. "I just want to go straight back to bed." Edna angrily tried to make herself heard, but all that came out was one two-part word. "Why, I'm not your mother," yawning Alice replied, till Edna the Terrible finally gave up and cried. Okay. What a wonderful little poem. Okay. And now I'm going the way back I came, but... Oh, let's not. Woo, let's not. Okay. Oh.
I need 4 numbers to unlock this, and there's, what, 10,000 possible combinations? Guessing could take me a while.
Okay, so that's something for later on. Oh, that's... Okay, I was hoping to read the sign for quiet, but I guess not. Okay, so that was a sleeping car. Yeah, they could, in this hallway just could be absolutely nothing, but I need to be sure. Okay, here we go. This is... Whoa, dude, you got a setup here. Let's go talk to him first before we start touching stuff.
Hi, you're that Nancy person. How you doing? John Gray.
You look pretty busy.
Right now I'm taking time-lapse electromagnetic readings and recording background noise. This was Camille's private car. If she had something to do with Lori's disappearance, analyzing these readings may give me a clue as to Lori's whereabouts.
Are you saying that Camille's ghost kidnapped Lori?
What to most people are ghosts are actually temporary distortions in local electromagnetic fields caused by the presence of residual psychic energy generated by the person or persons who frequented that particular locale. And that's my working theory, at least.
That's very interesting.
It's all very scientific. But the fact is, Lori's missing, and I, for one, am doing everything in my power to find her. The vibes I'm getting make me think she could be in serious trouble.
Charlena Purcell thinks Lori is just playing some kind of joke on us.
Charlena Purcell writes romance novels. End of comment.
Okay.
What do you think of Tino Balducci?
I kind of feel sorry for the guy. After catching those bank robbers, he can't just be a good cop anymore. He's got to be a great cop. Tough to perform under that kind of pressure.
Is Lori a friend of yours?
First time I met her was when I boarded this train with all the rest of you. I knew her by reputation, of course, like everyone else who reads the tabloids. It doesn't appear that anyone aboard this train is her friend.
Maybe she planned it that way.
You mean so we'd concentrate all our efforts on finding Jake Hurley? Possible, although she really doesn't strike me as being the planning type.
I'll let you get back to work.
Pleasure talking to you.
Okay. Just seeing if there's nothing I can interact with here. What is this?
This looks like some sort of game. Oops.
Okay. I clicked it last time. I guess not. What's my prize at the end of this game? Oop. How long is this? No, what? I clearly clicked it. Come on, game. Guess I waited too long? It just hit that threshold point that I just like, no. I'm literally just...
I did it!
Oh, there we go.
Wonder what's in here.
Camptown Races. Okay, got a music sheet from that. No, okay, so let's back away from that. Continue forward.
What shall I play?
Well, we have this here. Okay. G, do, re, mi, fa.
Don't do that, please! Those microphones I set up over there are very sensitive. Just about took out my eardrums.
Sorry.
You can play that thing when I'm done. I'll let you know when that is, all right?
Okay.
Okay, whoops. Sorry, sir. Okay, so this microphone. So won't let's do that yet.
Looks like Camille was teaching herself how to play the piano.
Oh, there might be more to this. Oh no, this is just for... Okay, I get it. This is just for the puzzle we were just looking at, just in case people don't know music reading. So do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, si, do, and then the sharps and the flats.
Thomasina O'Neill.
What is this? Can't even tell what it is. Is that... Can't interact with that? Really? Oh, now we can.
It's locked.
That's all there is to it then. Excuse me. Is there anything... I can't...
It's locked.
Okay, so I can't really interact with it.
I wonder what's under here, and what the deal is with those weird-looking bolts.
Okay.
Looks like some kind of sewing sampler. I wonder if there's a relationship between those symbols and those numbers.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff that... Awful Ursula. Okay, so these are things that are going to be coming into play later. Seven, what's the cherry? 10? Is that... I mean... Assuming this is the dining car and this is the sleeping car... Should I make that assumption? 7, 10. Just maybe keep that in mind.
Hello?
Nancy, hi, it's me.
Hi, Bess.
And me.
Hey, George, what's up?
What's up? You're the one who's on the train with a bunch of famous people. You tell us. This is torture, Nancy. I'm dying of curiosity here.
Bess, just calm down.
Oh, like you're not just as curious as I am. She's the one who insisted we call you Nancy.
Only because you're driving me crazy. I'm supposed to be helping her paint her room, but every other brushstroke she's like, where do you think she is now? How do you think the Hardy Boys are doing? Why do you think she hasn't called? What do you think Laurie Gerard is wearing?
Oh, George, that is so not true. I couldn't care less what Laurie Gerard is wearing. So come on, Nancy. You're on a train full of famous people bound for who knows where. So dish already, would ya?
Bess, calm down. Look what you did. You got paint in my hair.
I'm sorry. You know, actually, that looks kind of cool.
Nice try, Bess.
No, really.
You're just saying that because you're afraid I'll bail and you'll wind up having to paint this dump all by yourself.
George, I kid you not. You should seriously think about doing some major highlights in that color.
What color is it?
Adobe beige.
Nice try, Bess.
What's going on, Nan?
Our hostess has disappeared.
What do you mean, disappeared?
I mean, the train went into a tunnel, everything went dark, and when the train came out of the tunnel, no Laurie. She just disappeared.
Publicity stunt.
I'm not so sure.
Oh, come on. You don't really think something's happened to her, do you?
Remember the time she was allegedly kidnapped from her Vegas hotel room?
Yeah, the guy across the hall just happened to have a camera and got it all on tape.
It made the evening news in practically every city in the country. And then there was her daring escape the next morning.
Only it turns out she faked the whole thing.
Of course, she claims her ex-boyfriend faked it to get back at her. She thought she was really being kidnapped.
Like anybody believes that.
Sounds to me like somebody has been spending a lot of time reading the tabloids.
George has.
Very funny. So what else is going on?
Before she disappeared, Laurie told us that the purpose of this train trip is to find out what happened to Jake Hurley, the train's original owner.
Was he murdered or something?
No one knows. He was married to a woman named Camille, but she died, and he eventually vanished while mining for gold. His train was found abandoned in Blue Moon Canyon, Nevada, with no one on board but his dead engineer.
Whoa, spooky.
Have any theories?
Not yet, but the train is also rumored to be haunted by his dead wife.
So first Hurley's wife dies, then Hurley vanishes, then the engineer dies, then Laurie vanishes. A pattern, maybe?
Bess, do us all a favor and leave the detective work to Nancy, okay?
Has either of you been to Copper Gorge, Colorado?
Never heard of the place. Why?
Well, that's where the train I'm on is headed. Apparently Jake Hurley buried his wife Camille there after she died on the train.
She died on the train? Ew, creepy.
Jake used to see strange lights at night bobbing alongside the train and thought it was Camille dancing.
Super creepy. Yeah, I just got goosebumps. Which is hard when you're practically covered in paint.
Catch you later.
Okay. Well, George, back to work.
Okay. So this is the fourth car, I believe. Oh, hello. He's just lounging there.
Hey, Nancy, right?
That's right, Nancy Drew.
Amateur detective, huh? Never thought about becoming a real detective? You know, like me?
You mean become a police detective? No, I never have.
It's a great job, you know. I love it. You, heard about those bank robberies I solved, right?
Tell me about them.
Baffling case. Two-man team at 17 banks in 3 states in 5 days. FBI had no idea who the perps were. But after forcing their vehicle to a stop, confronting them, despite the fact that they were armed and giving chase, I single-handedly made the collar.
I heard they stalked because you accidentally rear-ended them.
You heard wrong. You see, Nancy, when somebody does something really remarkable in this country, the first thing everybody else does is try to tear them down. Reporters, late-night comedians, even some of my fellow officers, all have been spreading vicious lies about me. Why? Because they've never done anything remarkable in their sorry little lives, and they're jealous. Anyway, you should look around in here. Lots of interesting stuff. This was Jake's private car, you know.
I understand that you found something on the floor in the dining car.
Yeah, at first I thought it was an old coin, but it turned out to be some kind of slug.
Where do you think it came from?
Probably been lying there for 100 years. May have served a purpose back then, but now, worthless.
May I see it?
Sure. In fact, here, keep it. Wear it around your neck or something. That way, when people ask you where you got it, you can tell them Tino Balducci gave it to you. The Tino Balducci.
Okay.
Oh, thank you.
What else can I do for you?
Oh, Nancy. I got a feeling that was just a little bit just playing on that. Anyway.
So, what do you think happened to Lori?
Well, she could have been kidnapped. She could have been tossed off the train. She could be hiding from us. But I obviously won't know which until I've gathered all the facts.
When do you think that will be?
I'll know the facts when I know the facts. The truth can't be rushed, you know.
Have you had a chance to talk to Charlena Purcell?
Now, why would I want to do a thing like that?
You don't like her?
I can't stand those sappy books she writes. And seeing as I said as much during an interview on national TV once, it's a pretty safe bet she doesn't like me.
Have you talked to John Gray?
The ghost guy? Total quack. Only reason I talked to him would be to arrest him for fraud.
You've been a big help.
Not a problem.
Okay. Look at all the stuff.
Wonder what Jake used this for.
Oh, there's a pickaxe is missing. Okay. Oh.
Another gemstone.
Just kind of randomly. Okay, that's just to talk to him. Still haven't gone through the whole entire train yet. Gemstones and how to identify them. Okay. I'm not gonna read that because I know I don't have time for it quite yet, so we're just gonna hold off on that.
Looks like an old-fashioned cigar box. Wonder why it's locked.
That's the symbol for silver. Hence the periodic table. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, EG, silver, 47.
Camille with Hager Anderson and Chantilly Hildegard.
Oh, the 2 dolls? Just want to make sure that I don't imagine silver would come up in this. Okay. It's not something I will be able to do quite yet.
JH. For Jake Hurley, obviously. Must be Jake's insignia.
That's it?
Another gemstone.
Oh, right at the, okay, right at the pedestal there.
Eliza Sandberger.
Camille called this one Eliza Sandberger. Krollmeister received, oh my god, it's the old Krollmeister, received of Jake Hurley for the price of $3.73, one Krollmeister doll with decorative red ribbon on this 16th day of June, 1888. Okay.
An old scale. Strange. It seems to be built into the wall.
That's not what I meant to do.
Those symbols look like the ones I saw in that sampler.
Oh. And the token that we have. Interesting. Okay. Obviously we cannot... Oh.
It's locked.
In order to open that, so it's 710. Okay, so this is what this is for. Okay, so we can't really do anything yet because we don't have enough stuff. And that's the end of the line for this, so... Got a feeling, I mean... Oh wait, hold on. Okay. Nice about this is clearly there's only certain ways things can go. Oh wait. Oh, nope, that was the correct way. Nope, nope. This.
There,
this.
all done.
Okay, so that's got to do with the steam. And I think... Okay, yeah, so I'm going to end the set here, and I'm going to read this entire thing for the next set. So, thank you for liking if you like, thank you for commenting if you commented, thank you for subscribing if you subscribed, thank you for favoriting if you favorited, and thank you for simply clicking on this video. Until next time, guys, see ya!